What's up, guys? Hey, you guys, my name is Jason, and you're watching Ray of Light Tarot. It is Friday night live, coming at you with some mini readings tonight, and we're going to have a good little time doing it. So, I am doing the mini readings tonight to be added to the list. It is a $25 love offering, and I'm going to be starting here. I have a couple people on the list. I'm going to keep the list open for a minute so we can have a good time, and anyone who needs to get a reading can try to get on the list and get one. But I do have a couple people on the list that I'm going to start with right now when they come in. And anyone who wants to get added to it, you know what to do. You can send over on Cash App $25 to $ Ray of Light Tarot, $ Ray of Light Tarot. I've got big hair, don't care tonight. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? The first on my list for tonight is Stephanie P. So is Stephanie P in here yet? I'm going to give her a minute to come in and we'll get it started. Uh-oh, here we go. 11:11. Look at that. 11:11 says everything will happen all of a sudden and you'll be thankful you didn't give up. Blessings are coming, guys. 11:11. How about it? I'll take it. What about you? What about you? So I have on my list, I have Stephanie, and there was another one came through. Oh, thank you, Jagmeet, also for the love offering, the $30. I guess that was like a tip for my reading I sent over to you this afternoon. So thank you, much appreciated. Always appreciate tips. So we got from the list tonight, so far I have Stephanie P and Amber V. So Stephanie P and Amber B, Stephanie P and Stephanie P and Amber V on the list. I also, since I don't think either one of them are in here yet, there's just a couple people here. Before we get going on the mini readings, I'm also gonna pull a couple. Hello Jane, nice to see you. I'm going to pull some Animal Spirit Oracle cards real quick for the masculine and feminine energies. Twin souls, for twin souls. Okay? Okay! Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for allowing me to connect tonight. Thank you for the clear and direct messages. Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Alma. Hello, Natalie. Show me the feminine and the masculine. Okay. So feminine energy, this is for you guys who are just popping in. Before I start my list for mini readings, I'm just doing a quick check-in for twin flame energy for the collective, for masculine and feminine energies. So I have the Scarab Beetle Spirit. This is the feminine. This is the energy representing the feminine, Scarab Beetle Spirit. The Scarab Beetle Spirit, this is card number 52. That's a 7. A lot of magic energy for the feminines right now. So if you identify as a feminine on a twin soul journey, a divine feminine, you're probably experiencing a lot of connectivity. Very tangible, very palpable energy. So this is just a really nice confirmation for you. And it talks about magic working through you. Similarly, on the opposite side of this thing for the masculines, the masculine energy is, hey, Amber, I'm going to get started with your reading in just a second. Also, anyone who wants to get on the list for a mini reading, the list is open. I have a couple people on it, but I'm doing mini readings tonight. They are 25 USD, and the Cash App is where you would send it to. Okay. The masculine energy has the Badger Spirit. The Badger Spirit card is card number 4, and the card is about being fearless, being bold, but also the number 4 for me is a specific healing number. It's a healing number, and it's an ascending number for the path of the masculine. So what I kind of get from this, guys, is your masculine in this. What's happening for them is they're going through major transformative energies and healings. And the things that have held them back in previous cycles with you or in other relationships as well, things that have kind of held them back or caused them to be a little slow to open up, a little slow to be brave and to sort of step into the future with that bold intensity of being a little ambitious and going after what you truly want. They're switching that up, and they're coming into a much more bold and fearless energy, and that's really good for both of you guys. Now, the connection as a whole has the Electric Eel Spirit. This is the Electric Eel Card. It's card number 24, breaks down to a 6. So your connection, what that tells me is you're really learning how to work together. The friction of the connection is learning to become more of a complementary energy, and that's a really beautiful thing as well. So a lot of times in these twin soul connections, even just soulmate connections, there's a friction, okay? The energy is strong, the connection is strong, but there's a friction, a little bit of resistance, right? And that's good. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but ultimately in these yin yang type situations, that friction needs to end up coming together so the energy can work together instead of, and complement each other instead of, working against one another. And this talks about bringing your ideas to life, creating new things, and sort of having just an energy of creativity, creationism, an energy of just speaking and imagining and believing things into life. And that's a really good thing to do. Good night, Jason. Good night, Monica. Nice to see you. Speaking all of those things. And so that's really beautiful. And I love that. So I wish that for those of you who are identifying as twin souls and on that type of journey, I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into what you are going through on this journey. Okay. Now, so I don't know if Stephanie is here yet. Is Stephanie P here? Stephanie P. Amber, go ahead and put your question up. Amber V, go ahead and put your question up, Amber. And I'm going to start with you because I don't think Stephanie's here yet. And that may be it for tonight. I may just do a brief little couple readings and then hop off. Okay, Stephanie P is here. Okay, so Stephanie, you can also put your question up. Stephanie. Yeah, I've been feeling pulled to do some mini readings since the full moon. I just really felt a pull the other night. But I promised myself that no matter how much I wanted to make money or wanted to connect with people, no matter what my reasons were for wanting to go live, I wasn't going to do it because I'm really trying to do it. I'm doing an energy retrieval and restoration and doing a lot of things right now. So I promised myself, I'm going to really limit the amount of live minis that I do. Of course, a lot of people, now that I'm not doing minis, are booking personal. So that's great too. I mean, I like to work, but definitely trying to limit it so that I don't drain my energy. I was doing like 3 a week, and that's just too much. Whoever wants to go first, put your question up, baby. We are ready to go. Is everybody ready for the weekend? And did everyone have a nice Thanksgiving? I hope you did. Let's see, Deirdre, nice to see you. I'm looking at the chat. Monica says, hi, Jason. And then her next thing, good night, Jason. She popped in for a sec. Okay, Amber wants to know, who is my twin soul in a relationship but feel like I should cut off my guy best friend because we are too close? Okay. Okay. What's the guidance for Amber about these two connections? Is one of these a twin soul? What's going on there? Let's see. I definitely see the 4 of crystals or pentacles, and so because I've been using my Syrian starseed deck, and that's crystals in that deck. 4 of crystals is about value, and so I definitely feel, neither one of them is excess. Like, they're both of immense value to you, and should be. Hold on, I'll show you what I was looking at. I was looking at this, 4 of crystals. And that definitely is speaking to me about value and not, I don't think there's anyone you need to shut out of your life at this point in time. But I do sense, You're moving. What's sort of just the energy that's kind of descending upon you is this energy of building. You're about to step into to the building sector of a new life with someone. So whether it's your best friend or this romantic partnership, there's some area where you're just about to move into something beautiful that's going to build really nicely, and it's got the Ace of Cups attached. If this is your best friend, then that relationship's going to blossom into something more than just friendship, if that's what it is, okay? And you need to be aware of that. Is it a friendship where it hits all the boxes, or is it strictly friendship, no like deep soul connection that borders on physical? Like, what is it? Because I know that type of a connection that's so strong, and when it's that heart strong, where you two just feel so simpatico, that can easily, at moments, go into other places, and that's often how twin soul connections sort of evolve. But this, to me, feels like you're on the cusp of this sort of happening. So it's something sort of interesting. So there's already an established connectivity in that realm. This feels like there's about to be, for some reason, this Ace of Cups feels like it's exploding for you. Okay. It feels very exciting. So this is, I don't know if it is this best friend energy, it's kind of going to come as a surprise. So it may be a little unexpected when it happens. But you know what I would do if I was you, really try to embrace the now. Try not to worry about where you're going. Someone is very defensive. I don't know if this is your boyfriend, your current romantic partner. This defensive energy from them is not helping the situation, because maybe the reason that they're in your life right now is that they need to learn to be less sort of jealous or insecure about other connections. Although this one feels so strong, I could see why they would be intimidated by this, and that would be hard to make room for both in your life, because the friendship, the best friend connection, feels very much like, it feels familiar to me. I know this type of connection. You can't deny that type of connection. When that person is in your orbit, there's not a lot of room for other people, and that's very true. You're being guided to kind of, to a certain degree, Amber, push both out a little bit, because you've got this Nine of Pentacles, and this is a card about being a little bit independent and sort of spoiling yourself. I feel like maybe for a time, you need to worry about neither one of them and what they're doing, because you're, like I said, you're on the cusp of something really big. And I'm not getting a lot of the who it's about, because it's really about you. But to get to this with that explosion of love, what you really are being called to do here is ignore whatever this defensive energy is, whether that's your partner or your best friend. Pull your energy back. Really give to yourself. And I'll tell you, I keep mentioning on here, I've been doing that a lot recently myself, and it pays off in dividends. When you stop allowing any kind of BS in your life and you just pull back all energy that isn't cooperative in 100%, you know, flattery, and really give it to yourself, it will pay off in big dividends for you. You know, it's not going to happen overnight, but it will work out. And you know, if someone's not giving back all the goodness, consideration that you give to them, bye, okay? You've got to be willing to push that out. And right now you're being called to embrace kind of that independent energy. Yeah, I'm doing mini readings right now for people who sent a payment in. And the list is open if you would like to get on the list, but I'm probably going to be shutting it down in just a few minutes. So you do have the Five of Cups here in reverse, and you also have the Tower here. You're going to have to make a decision. What I really get from that Tower, it's not like, it doesn't feel like a loss or you're going to have to grieve a relationship, because that's in reverse. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to choose. And I think the real message I get for you right now, and I know this kind of sounds a little bit trite, but it is about choosing you. I mean, if it was anything else, I would tell you what's coming through really strong is about choosing yourself. But it is, keep, you know, the faith. It is leading to this beautiful beginning or re-beginning or new beginning with someone. But to get to that right now, you've just got to pull your energy back, because this feels really nasty and inconsiderate, and it's pushing you away by playing with your mind. So I would just really pull your energy back, and then you're going to be able to make clearer, wiser, more balanced decisions that are in alignment with your higher self, okay? If anyone in this is a twin soul, it feels more like the best friend is, okay? But I can't I can't say for either. I didn't get any majors about twin soul or any of that stuff here. But I would say if there is that type of energy, what connects for me is that friendship you mentioned. So I can tell you that much, okay? I hope that helps you, Amber. Okay. Stephanie says, I feel such a void. A friend has left me this week. What messages would Spirit have for me? Sorry, Stephanie. You're welcome, Amber. I'm so sorry for your loss. So sorry. What's the guidance for Stephanie at this time? So this friend, you had a really, like, there may have been a very soulful connection with this friend, I guess. There's a lot of majors here, and you have the Two of Cups in reverse. For some reason, now is really a time for you to, this season that you're in right now is definitely a time for kind of what I was talking about with Amber, the same thing I'm going through. I think a lot of us are in that mode. It's the season for kind of personal growth, for it's like a season of preparation, a season of getting ready for that next big thing, that next sort of excitement that's coming into your life. You're almost there, but it's not quite there yet, right? And so this is an energy. The Seven of Pentacles is like waiting for your time in the sun. Like you're waiting to pull those pentacles off of the tree, but it's not quite time yet. The Two of Cups in reverse, I feel like what that's saying to you is what's happening is like even loss, it happens for a reason, so we can, number one, realize we're never alone, because you've also got the Hermit card here, which is again this energy of going within, kind of spending a little time on your own, in your own energy, protecting that energy, reaffirming that energy, and not allowing anyone to take advantage of that. And then once you've had time to do that, you've got this Queen of Wands coming out, then the Empress card. So what that says to me is two majors with the Queen of Wands in between. So you're going to have the power to, the speed at which this shift happens for you is kind of all up to you, Stephanie. And that's what the Queen of Wands is about. She's a very strong, powerful energy, and her magic is absolute, but it's also, it's a sort of aggressive magic. The Queen of Wands is someone who, you know, she doesn't take any crap from anybody. Like, she goes after what she wants and gets it, right? And she's got that fiery energy, but at the same time, it's a special kind of magic that you don't see or feel from the other queens. At the same time as that, she's in between two major arcana. So right now you've got the Hermit, and then you go into that Queen of Wands mode to get to this Empress energy. So one major to another with the Queen of Wands in between. That says to me right now, the right thing to do is to focus on sort of resurrecting your heart space. It's not about clearing it or healing it. It's almost about resurrecting it. Something that you felt you lost or feels like a disappointment at right now, at this time, is not going to be a disappointment. It's going to be a great victory, but it's time for you to sort of allow that to be tested like gold in a furnace and refined. And once you go through that period, and that these are things that when you get that Hermit energy like this, so strong, Two of Cups reversed, it's a time to embrace that energy of self-mastery, sort of self-preservation, self-protection, all of those things, becoming your best self. Now is the time, not yesterday, not tomorrow, right now. Like, this is the time for this. It's very loud and clear, and I want you to really lean into that, okay? I think that's why I've been sort of pulling back a little, not spending as much time on here live, you know, just kind of doing my own thing, and it feels good to do that, right? It feels good sometimes to pull back and do that, because what happens is when you do that for a minute, you can come back so much stronger. And that's what you're actually aiming toward, right? You're aiming toward this Empress energy, and you're going to get there. But right now, you're really being called in. And I feel like with this Empress energy, what comes out of this, if you're the Empress, is an energy where, you know, she's got that waterfall flowing from her bosom. And that's really about the fact that everything flows from your center in a very natural, organic way. But right now, for some reason, things aren't flowing that way for you. And it's okay to admit that. It's not a, you know, a strike against you or your character to say that. We all are human. You know, we're all spiritual beings, but we're all having a human experience, and it drags all of us down in different ways. We all have different ways in which we get dragged down, right? And so right now you're being tested to sort of give in to the need to regroup, to go within, to spend some time in that hermit energy, and don't fight that. You know, a lot of people when they start to feel lonely or in that hermit energy, they start going on dating apps and reaching out to people. That's the last thing we need to do when that energy is really calling us to go within and really recharge our battery and recharge ourselves. And that's what I feel so strongly for you. So don't, I would say, really go with the flow of that energy, and don't give in to the need or the tendency to look outside of yourself for the answers that are already there. Okay. And just when you get discouraged, remember, this is your outcome card. That's a great outcome card. That is a great card. There's nothing negative to say about it. But to get to this, you have to go through this cycle. And that's where you're at right now. That's part of the reason you're experiencing this loss right now. It's almost like everything has, you know, equal and opposite actions and equal and opposite reactions. Well, that friend of yours, their journey in the physical, in this incarnation was over. But for you, their journey, yes, Erica, the list is open. I don't think I have anyone else on here. So if you send a payment, and I'll do yours before I leave. So for you, Stephanie, while that was what their journey was, the way it's meant to teach you is it's meant to show you that it's a sign that you need to embrace that sort of energy of being alone right now, even if it feels not what you want to do. And I'm not saying you can't date and have friends. I'm saying in the midst of all of that, resist the urge when you're feeling that feeling to go and find something from someone else. Find it within, because that's where you're at right now. Okay. That's where you're going to grow so much right now, in the now. So really lean into that. I know it's not easy to, but it's worth it. And it gets easier with time. You know, just like anything, it gets easier with time when we practice it. Okay? So practice it. Okay, yeah, I don't think I have anyone else on the list. Erica, who was it? Was it Erica? Erica, did you want to get her on the list? I'm about to. You're so welcome, Stephanie. Oh, the cards are always right. You know they are. So just kind of, yes, got it, Erica. The cards are always right. So just kind of, just lean into it. Just lean into that energy and it will get better, I promise. Just focus on the Empress. Focus on the Empress, the outcome, right? That's what. Focus on that, and then you can really embrace where you are. Hey, Julene, nice to see you. Nice to see you. I don't think we're going to do class Sunday. I got a message from Sparky. She can't come again. I canceled last week, and then she can't come this week, so we're having messiness. I'm trying to do our last class, so I will let you know. Okay, Erica, what's your question? Erica. What do you see happening right now between me and my soulmate, Jillian, and any advice from me? Okay. I will let you know, Julene. Hold on. One of the two of you, either you or Jillian, whoever the masculine energy is in this, one of you is really coming into a strong energy with this Emperor card. The other one is in a very childlike energy. So someone's in a very take charge energy, and I don't know which one is which, but the other one is in a very childlike energy with the Six of Cups. Such a beautiful connection. Let me see what other cards come out. And the person who's in the very sort of, the person who's in the very take charge energy, that Emperor energy, really wants to send a message to the other person. So if it's you, you're really wanting to send a message to Jillian about something, or vice versa, depending on who that masculine energy is. We have the Death card, the Ten of Swords, The star, I need one more, please. Oh, okay, that's what's happening. So this person in Emperor mode is Jillian. I think Jillian is experiencing that ego death we talk about with twin souls. It's not an easy thing, but part of what's going to save this is you've got to detach from this connection right now as much as you can from the painful parts of it, Erica, because here's what's up. Yeah, here's what's up. I didn't get it. Sometimes you know how I am with my reading. Sometimes it takes me a minute to really figure out what's going on. Yeah, here's what's going on. So it's not that she does want to communicate with you about something, but it's not really about that. What's happening is Spirit's trying to give her a major message here, and it's that ego death, and it's happening big time. I mean, it's right in my face. Death, Ten of Swords, the Star, and the Star is that transformative energy that's so beautiful. And you've also got the Five of Swords in reverse, if I didn't already realize it. She's also watching you a lot. She's paying attention to everything you do, every move you make. If you guys are not in communication, she watches you, whether it's on social media, something. She knows what's up with you. Like, this is not someone who doesn't know what's up with you, ever. But this person is very much, there's a lot of ego here. I mean, that Emperor card, it's a fallen Emperor. This is somebody who's kind of got to fall in order to almost be reborn with this Star card to really give their best to this connection. And she will. I have no doubt. I don't doubt it. You know, I have so much faith in this. When I say that I have faith in a connection, you know why it is? It's because I can feel, when I look at some of these cards, like I can feel, this feels like my twin soul journey, which sucks. It sucks. It's horrible, but I still have faith in it. You know what I mean? Like, I know that journey saved my life, so I have to trust that it's going to work out the way it's supposed to, whatever that means, and I'm open to whatever that means. It'll work out. And so I have faith in that. I have faith in my experiences. I have faith in the love that saved my life. So I have faith in this because it feels the same way. And I know that this person is in a place where they're really, what did you say? That's good. But this person is in a place where there's a lot of pride here behind this Emperor card, a lot of ego and pride. And that has to completely be... An ego is not a bad thing. Like, we all have to have an ego. You have to have some form of pride, right? Ego is not bad. But to the extent that your ego blocks you from being honest about your feelings for someone or how much they mean to you, that's not good. And this person, even if you're in communication and it's been okay and good, they still are going through some major ego crushes that are going to allow for that heart to really open up. I mean, that's what the Star card is about here. That ability to pour out all that water into the earth. It's not just about your connection. That water's being poured out into the earth. This is Aquarius energy. This is that water bearer energy. This is allowing this person, your soulmate, your twin soul, to have the death of the ego and in turn be able to express themselves more purely and in alignment with their higher self to you, but also in turn be able to give back to the earth what they came here to give and to procure, right? And once they're able to do that, then they can actually fulfill their destiny. It's all connected, and that's what's happening here. I know, it's a strong ego, but guess what's stronger in this? The love. The love is stronger. There's not much else. I mean, it's strong. It's so strong that all the cards are talking about that death, right? That ego death. But the one thing that's stronger than that is that love, that childlike, innocent, unconditional love. And I know how that love feels too. That's the kind of love I have for my twin soul. Resentments, yeah, a lot of resentments. Pain, yes, it sucks, right? Hurt, lots of hurt, right? Betrayal, oh yeah. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's just love. It's just love. There's no, you don't take much else with you, right? And that's what I sense here is happening. Now, this person is, it's not just the ego thing that's having to go on. What's happening also is the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse in their foundation. And so there's something stopping them from living their best life. Like, this person is not chasing their dreams fully either. It's not just about you. Like I said, I can feel there's a lot more to this. There's some dream or some aspiration that this person needs to get on track and have and push the fear out of the way so that they can really go after something with sort of that reckless, like childlike belief and abandon, like the way a child believes in Santa Claus. You know, the way a child believes in Santa Claus, that's the way we have to pursue our dreams. And this person, Jillian, is not quite pursuing her dreams the way that she intends to and is capable of as of now. She's going to. That's going to be one of the things that shifts and changes as the result of this beautiful love, this beautiful unconditional love that is the God force between you two. That's going to be one of the results, and I love that. But right now, it's more based in the fear and you know, some things happening that are sort of clogging it up. But a lot of changes on the horizon for you guys. I like that the star is an outcome card. So remember, although there may be things may be a little smooth right now, and that's good. I certainly don't want to speak anything that doesn't feel good, you know, to you, Erica. But I will say there's some bumps in the road with the Death card and the Ten of Swords. But ultimately, don't worry about the bumps. Focus on that star card that it's leading to, because it's leading to a beautiful transformation. It never feels good for the caterpillar to be in a cocoon, right? It feels good when it breaks out of that cocoon and becomes a butterfly. That's where this is headed. So it's really on the right track, and it feels like the love is just so beautiful and so strong. So stay focused on those good things. Know that every little blip and bump on the road is destiny. It's supposed to happen. Even separation, right? Even separation. All right, that's it. Erica, thank you so much. I think that is it for me for the night. I think we're going to call it a wrap. You are so welcome. Namaste. All right, you guys, it was fun hanging out with you for a little minute. Hey, Cindy, she missed it. It was fun hanging out with you guys. I will be back. I don't know if I'll be back, if I'll make it a whole 2 weeks. Maybe I'll do a hump day, like next Wednesday or the Wednesday after next. So soon. But I am going to put up some videos tonight, some zodiac sign videos, and then some more tomorrow and Sunday. So there's a couple I'm putting up tonight after we get off here. Bye, guys.